Am I being heard? Is this thing working? It is. Live stream is a go. People are being noisy. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. All right, here we go. Hey, y'all. Justin the Zilla here. Another week, another live stream, another Friday. You know, first week of October, today being October 3rd. We miss out on the 4, but we get the 3. But yeah, we're back. Another week, another Friday, another early live stream. I am debating on, we might be moving these live streams. Let me actually check out my live chat. Live chat is a go. Okay. But we might be switching these streams probably around going to doing around this time, around 6 or 6:30, just to kind of get going early for y'all. And can I get going early for me? Excuse me. Ooh. Oh. Excuse me, a little air keeps popping up, but we're here for another week live stream. Another Friday to talk about whatever's going on in toys and whatever the world has come to. Insane. But we're here. We're doing our thing. Yeah. So yeah. I forget how to do my stuff now. But yeah. I am Justin the Zilla. This is the Friday night weekly live stream unboxings where we look at figures, open up figures, talk about what we picked up and things that are going on in our interest. So yeah. We're back. Update for the wall. I don't think anything's changed. Baxter actually did. He came off of his hook sometime last week. So had to reapply that. So he's a little off kilter. He's not perfectly lined up with the rest of this line. Well, it's not all perfect anyways, but he's back up there. Nothing really changes up there. I think it's all still the same. Yes, from last time. So there we go. But yeah, here for another live stream. Still got the bracelet with the toad thing on there with the hearts. Love this bracelet. Thank you, Lou, and all to my little buddies there at my local, with their local band, the Frogs and Toads. Be sure to check them out, where I did their merch for them the previous week, or like 2 weeks ago. It feels like it was forever ago, but shout out, support local artists, support the people out there, support your art scene wherever you live in your community, because people are talented and they're great and they're awesome. So yeah, nothing really too much. Few pickups that are interesting. One thing I've been waiting on to finally get, and then 2 things that I looked at. I think it was this weekend. Yeah, when I went to my local comic shop, Rocket Comics, again, and I was like, well, time to get stuff. So, but yeah, but really cool. Also, with Halloween coming up at the end of this month, I did already get my costume. I picked up a Robin costume. Bought that from, what were they called? I feel bad for not knowing their name now, but look forward to that, hopefully on Halloween. So a little bit of a spoiler, but we won't be talking about it. I won't even be getting it probably up until like right before Halloween. And, and we do a Halloween stream then anyways. So look forward to that. Updates on anything else? Nothing really much else. I know that they have, what is it, Joe Lanta that's been going on right now? Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember, but been seeing a lot of reveals from a lot of different third-party companies and ones that have the Marvel or DC license, and then ones that officially don't. So they're like, oh, they're not really, but you know, it's them. And then other cool stuff. So, but yeah, just staying busy, staying working, just living life. So yeah, cool reveals though. Cool seeing a lot of the different toy companies show stuff and doing all their reveals and showing off what's to come of the action figure stuff. So might pick up a few of those, might not. We'll kind of just see what goes on. So, but yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and get into our pickup. So first thing, one from Rocket Comics, I finally was able to pick up the G.I. Joe Classified. I think this was a Amazon exclusive Roadblock. You can see him there. All his kind of classic, kind of modernish glory with the giant Gatling gun with the ammo thing, and then with his helmet there, and then him with his little 2 straps there with the camo shirt there, and then the brown pants, and even with the pistol too. So been needing, and he was only like $20. So I was like, I'm picking him up. I've been needing him for a while because I've had like their first classified Roadblock on like on the shelf forever, like ever since I started collecting the classified. So it's nice to finally be able to pick up, you know, this classic Roadblock. I wonder if they're going to be doing a retro carded version, so that'll be interesting to see if they do anything different compared to with this, like how they've done before, because they did CoverGirl again, and she's like way different, and she looks way better, in my opinion. So, you know, it's definitely been time. It has been long overdue to finally get this figure, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get him open. I don't know if we'll do him as a stream anytime sooner or later. I gotta see. Okay, I gotta see about doing like more kind of like shorts or just short videos, kind of like just showcasing. More kind of like loose figures like this, like just being like, hey, here's the thing. This figure's cool. And I finally got him, so. Yeah, so we'll just see. But a much needed figure, yeah, for the Joe collection, and very sought after, so. We'll see, but he's great. And then one figure that I got in box, and a character I'm not really too familiar with. I think, is he the... yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was the villain in the second Iron Man movie, but this is his classic. Look, it is Whiplash. And this is actually the first figure of this retro, the Iron Man wave that I've ever gotten. Because I don't have, it's like, okay. So, yeah, so there, Rocket Comics, they did have the other main villain. I forget his name. He's the guy in the black and white thing, and he has the goatee. So I didn't pick him up because I'm not really familiar with him. And Whiplash, I heard a lot of good things, and he looks great. It's a classic-looking, ridiculous villain. But I love the look of it, and I love this old packaging. So this will definitely be a stream at some point. I'll just have to see who I got to pair him up with. Yeah, because with this, they don't even have a whole... like a thing like of the rest of the line. It's just like like the little, like the drawing, and then the little info card. So we'll kind of see with that, but he looks great. Can't wait. I know for sure from the rest of this wave, I'm debating on getting that She-Hulk. I might just wait because I do have the Fantastic Four version, and she looks amazing. And just wait maybe for a more, I guess, kind of like a more actual, yeah, classic version of She-Hulk. It's like, because the Iron Man wave is kind of classic, but she's in a different costume that I'm not familiar with. So I'm like, I'll wait and just kind of see what happens, because I got no doubt that they're going to put out plenty of She-Hulk. So I might just wait it out. and see if we can get a full-on classic She-Hulk at some point. But I know I do need the gold armor, the Mark II Iron Man, where that was based off of Tony Stark's like his first costume, but in all gold. So need to pick up that. That is a need, at least for my collection, because that's what I think about when I think about the early Avengers again, getting together. Because I think he really started like in that gold suit, and then he transitioned into the classic red and yellow kind of look with the two spiky horn things. Well, the one that I have on the shelf, that's depicted as the 20th anniversary one. And I can't remember who else is in there. I know there's a couple Iron Man armors. I know there's the one where he has the big boots, and then you have one that it's a little more modern that has like the protrusions that come from the back that kind of stick out there. So maybe that one, but I'm just not really familiar with that look. And other figures, I think that's really it. So it's really this one, and then the gold suit. I keep calling it the gold suit, the Mark II Iron Man. So look forward to that. So probably him and Iron Man will probably be paired up together once I track him down, or whenever I guess I feel like it. So we'll see, but cool and a unique figure and character. I forget if this thing, I don't think it's bendable with the whip. It might be, or it might be just able to like unfurl or whatever. But in any case, looks cool, ridiculous, old classic villain design, but can't wait. And also been needing more of like, I think of Iron Man villains in general. I got a good amount of Captain America, of course, plenty of Spider-Man, a good amount of X-Men, and kind of a little bit of Thor, some Black Panther, not very much Ant-Man villains, barely any like Doctor Strange villains. I don't even know who's really too much there. I mean, you got like Dormammu, but he's like a whole Avenger thing. And then, of course, you got Fantastic Four. Got plenty of their villains, but need more. We need our Mole Man. That's who I need. I'm like, give me a classic Mole Man. How have we not done it? Like, they finally gave us like a decent Toad. Back when they did the 20th, the anniversary wave. The anniversary wave. But the fact that we haven't gotten a Mole Man, especially after like the Fantastic Four movie, it's like, what are we doing? We got the She-Hulk. No Mole Man? Probably at some point. I would think so. Because they're definitely going to be continuing doing more of like these retro carded lines and not really doing the Build-A-Figure thing anymore. I think the Build-A-Figures are kind of done right now when it comes to Hasbro. I don't think they really want to keep doing that, but you know, it's what it is. Or did they announce that Build-A-Figure? Wait, I don't think so, because they announced another mini comic, and then you have the whole the Gamerverse, and I can't remember what else they've announced recently, but nothing very much that really has a Build-A-Figure, really. So I guess we'll see at some point if they ever bring back the BAFs again, or just keep doing just their big deluxe figures, and I don't mind that anyways, because I still need to get the retro carded Rhino. I'm probably gonna get that Juggernaut if I see him, maybe. So we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, and then our last pickup, something that I've been waiting on, I think for about a month, like over a month now, for a while, is this little sticker set that goes with the McFarlane Toys robot Superman robots. So where in the movie, if y'all have seen it, each of the robots, where's this thing? Oh. So each of the robots have their own numbers, and I bought this sticker set from Bearded Skull Studios over on his Etsy from a collector for collectors. He even has an extra little sticker there, which is cool. Kind of looks like Robo's, but it's different. He's got the gray beard. He's got the different hat It looks like a baseball cap. He's got the cool beard and then with the skull as well. So very cool little stickers. Do want to look at all his things to see all the stuff he's made, and he's really cool. And and I think his stuff is based in Portugal, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then it came to New York, and then it came here after all this time. But yeah, so there's all his socials. He's got Facebook, Etsy, Instagram, and also his Gmail. So if you want to go support him and go check him out, feel free to. So yeah, and then that's also my point of getting 2 of those. Like 2 of the McFarlane figures, because I wanted to get at least one more that has, I think it's the number 12 is the one that we're kind of like also introduced to. In the Superman movies, like when he comes back to the Fortress of Solitude, to the Fortress of Solitude with Crypto, and he's like, oh, here's number 12. It's like, oh, he's smiling at me. And it's like, yeah, he's nice. He's cool. So yeah. So got a whole sticker set that goes from 1 to 12. So this will go on that whenever we do that stream. It might not be this month. It probably will be like around like November, December, whenever we get those out of there. But they're there. They're in the corner. So they'll have their time to shine. But I love these little stickers, and they feel good. Like they feel solid, even though I haven't opened them. But this is good, like paper stock. Like these aren't like flimsy. Like these are actually nice looking. So finally got those in my hands. Do some little customizing, and then then getting that whole that sticker set really makes me want to probably get at least like 1, maybe 2 more if I can get them for clearance. I don't really want to pay full price for the same figure again, because that's what I did. I just paid a full price for the second one, because I was just like, I know I'm gonna buy it, so I might as well just get 2, and so that's what I did. So but we'll see what goes on. Also not really gonna be trying to spend so much just based on how much I spent on my recent Halloween costume. If it's here on Halloween, I hope so. I hope I gave them enough time. It's the 3rd. They say they got like 20 to 30 days, literally, when it comes to like doing their stuff. So I'm like, all right. Hopefully I can do it in time for the episode, and also just for Halloween in general. So we'll see what goes on. But but that's really up for pickups. If y'all here on the live have any questions or want to see anything before we get started with our ultimate Jigsaw, going back to NECA with it, or any questions about the pickups or anything you want to see in comparison before we get going, just let me know. Oh yeah, thank you for the 1 person for the like. Let me see if is that working? That is working. Okay. Woo, alrighty. Give y'all a couple minutes. I'm gonna, of course, get my water. Check on everything real quick. That's good. We'll look at that later. All right. I'll give y'all another minute. If you want to chat about anything or have any questions or want to see anything before we get going on with the review. So, but hope y'all have been doing well. I know it's been a crazy time. Do I even want to mention this? Like with the whole shutdown thing going on here in the United States. So there's a whole it's a whole rigmarole. There's always something going on. It's never that fun, but we'll see. We'll see how things turn out, how things will be. So, but I think we'll switch on over, get going with this little unboxing and little review, talk about horror, getting into the spookiness of our things going on. So yeah, gonna switch on over. Oh, there he is. Okay. Rotate this, and then I am gonna do this. Make my lights red. We're gonna adjust my lights to come forward. If they want to hopefully actually support. So look at this figure, the actual box, I might say. Feel like, is my camera? Hold on. Excuse me while I clean off my camera for a second. There, is that better? That looks way better. What am I doing, brother? Okay. Do we actually just want to just turn this off? We can just turn off this light. Turn off this light and turn off this light. Get more down here. Get a little closer. I probably do want to zoom in just a little bit. Get this more centered up. But there he is. There is our... Oh, hold on. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. We're going to zoom in a little bit again. There we go. Rotate a bit, and there we are. That's how I like it. So there's our NECA Toys, our ultimate Jigsaw figure from the Saw franchise, of course. Your more typical horror kind of figure and character and franchise, which makes sense for what we're doing. I will turn these lights back on. Oh my god. Do my blue light. If that wants to work. I guess not, but there it is. Looking pretty neat. We're gonna... I don't want that. I want that. Okay, there we are. But there's our figure. Excuse the glare because my lights are down low now because they don't want to work anymore. They don't want to stand. They just want to, I don't know, do whatever. But yeah. And this is actually a figure I've been sitting on. I know for a fact it's been a few months. I know it's been this year. I feel like it was kind of like near the start of this year, maybe about like 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 months ago. It's been a while since I've picked up this figure, and I think y'all saw it. I think I did a weekly pickup of it. It would make sense if I did. Because if I didn't, that would be dumb. Because I show off everything in some form or fashion. But here he is. Finally getting his own kind of presentation, his own spotlight that he's been deserving. Because he's a cool looking figure. So, but yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, and I will mention, like, the special thing with this guy is got him at Walmart because they had all their stuff going on, but they had him down to $8, from $35 to $8. Same thing as what they've really been doing just for a while, which is pretty good. So, you know, it's a pretty good steal if you ask me. So, Walmart coming in clutch, bro. So yeah, anything, I think we'll just get right into it. So of course at the front here, I think this is based off the original poster of the movie. Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm not really too familiar with Saw that much. I just recently, it's like, just today, it's like I watched a whole thing kind of like about the whole franchise, and yeah, and all 10 of the movies that have been out and how they work in kind of like a correlation to each other. So not too bad. But how much blood would you shed to stay alive? What a line. And then of course have the classic bear trap kind of face thing going on there. Trap, have your saw, the ultimate jigsaw, the front there, and then we'll go on top, have the same saw, ultimate jigsaw thing there. Ages 17 and up. Your warning label, the same face trap, the NECA logo there. At the bottom, as we saw, had our little $8 tag, steel, if I might add. Have your Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures 2024. Okay, so this was technically last year, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to see whenever I got this figure, but we'll see. But you have all your wonderful people who make these great figures. Doing great. Always. Doing great. And then, of course, on the front here, you do open up where you have Mr. John Kramer here. His little outfit with Billy on the table there. And then, of course, you do actually get to see the figure with all of his accessories. And even little Billy. Our boy. Our pure boy. All right. And then on the side here, got a nice promo art of the figure John Kramer. Saw Ultimate Jigsaw logo, NECA, Real Toys. On the other side, we got Billy on his little tricycle. I think this is where they had it packed up because there's a big line through them, which kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm not going to be too picky about it. I got this for $8. And he's on his little tricycle, looking great. The same logos all there. And on the back, cool little artwork showing off the pig mask. Accessory, have the alternate head where he has the little, like, the soul patch thing going on there with the bald head. And then, of course, got Billy again doing his whole thing. And then also him holding the trap with his hood up. So, looking cool. So, Saw includes Billy with tricycle, reverse bear trap. Yeah, that's what it's called. A reverse bear trap. Tape recorder, removable blade, interchangeable heads, and hands. So, as usual, NECA always given a lot to kind of work with and mess around with. So we'll go ahead, get this guy open. Man, this guy looks so freaking good. It's like after like watching everything that I have, of this, of the movies and the characters, it just makes me more excited to finally get this guy on the shelf with my other horror figures, which we'll be looking at in comparison. So look forward, stick around, tune in, brother. All right, we're gonna get our box down. We're gonna get our tools, our handy dandy tooly woolies. What am I saying, bro? I'm just having fun. I'm just so excited to finally kind of like be in the mood to do this. Kind of just been waiting to finally look at stuff like this and, just chill out and have fun with y'all. We'll kind of turn down my lights a bit. It is a little bright, if I'll be honest. 1, 2. Go down. Okay, that went down all the way. Oh, that's not good. Get up here. Okay. My dog is working. There we go. All right. I think it's a little better. You got our red light, it works. It's the Saw. It might work with more of a green light, but, with the red and black, it kind of makes sense with what I'm going for. But we'll slice here at the bottom as we always do. And then, of course, as I always mention, I probably will keep all the art. The ones that are on the side, definitely the front plate. That's always the thing that I mainly keep is always just like that front flap. Just for artistry's sake. So I'll probably cut out the sides and then also the back. But top I won't keep. Bottom the bottom I definitely won't keep. So, but pretty cool. But we got our trusty X-Acto blade that did the job. Forgot to mention before. Get this guy open. Switch him over. There's our John Kramer. Do want to show off the insert. That gets cardboard everywhere, but You know, just a kind of just like a basic, yeah, just like a bloody wall is what it looks like, and kind of all dirty, grimy. So pretty cool. Yeah, it works pretty nice, especially with the red light. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. That looks really sweet. That looks sick as hell. So yeah, but I probably won't be using it. But then there's our full-on empty box. Goes away onto the floor. And then we have Mr. John Kramer here in all his plastic glory. Does have a fair amount, does have a very nice set of stuff going on here. A nice amount of accessories just for one figure. Well, technically, kind of a figure. He's more like a little statue. He's just like his little sidekick, bro. I love these guys, but they look great. Just out of the packaging, just has that feeling, has that aura. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, so this is the Jigsaw killer. Yeah, this is John Kramer from Saw with all his weird traps. Yeah, he's only got the one, but at least he's got Billy. All right, but then what do we got here? So we do got twist ties. One's around Billy and Kramer. Do have some tape, probably. Is that going to be it? Oh, and also around the tricycle as well. So we'll be extracting those first and foremost. Get rid of all of our twist ties that we are able with our little snippers here. I guess I can get my camera right up in here. First we'll do the tricycle because that seems the easiest. Then we'll get, guess we'll see if we can get Billy. Ooh. I don't know how I'm going to get Billy. We're going to remove the tricycle just in case. To the side with you. Billy. Oh, where there goes the leg. Like number 2? No, just that first one. Okay. Guess I can kind of get them rotate around. We can. Oh God. Bro. Need to get me. Trying to see if I can get Billy extracted. There we go. Not too shabby. Do want to get all of our plastic together because we don't want to leave a mess. There's Billy with his, his missing leg. There we go. Easy enough. Then we'll get John Kramer. Is that his name? I think it's John Kramer. I know it's Kramer, at least. At least the last name's Kramer. I'm always doubtful of my accuracy. We'll get out mass head. Get all of our accessories now. I think that's all for our snipping as well. So we'll put these to the side. So we have officially freed everything up. And then we'll put everything away that we do not need. Where did I put this piece? Did I put it on the floor? Where did this cover piece go? Oh, there it is. All right. We're going to put all of our tools away real quick before we unpack the rest of Mr. Kramer. Went on a live chat. But thank y'all to here who are live. And if you could, I would appreciate a like and subscribe if you're able. Also, be sure to comment what you want to see here on the channel. Also, those who are watching in the future as well. What you want to see next. Might do some more reviews at some point. I still got some that are cooking. Just need to finally push and get them done, because it's always like the voiceovers. The voiceover is the thing, because it kills my voice because I'm like talking for so long. Because I don't have like a script. I just have an idea. And so then I just want to just talk about it. And so I just do it. So we'll kind of see how this all goes here. Even the tape can't be that simple. It's always got to be a trick with you, John. Mr. Jigsaw. It's Mr. Jigsaw. Oh yeah, and then I know for a fact that one of my guys, I know he picked up this. He picked up also the NECA John Kramer too, but he got the alternate one with the all red. So that's very cool. But they would give an alternate. Oh, he's got twist ties on his feet. What am I doing, bro? Look at that. You barely even like see them because the cloak is covering it, but there they are. Are you kidding me, bro? I gotta do more, and this was... What was this for? Oh, was that to, like, keep the tricycle in place? I feel like it would make more sense if the tricycle... Okay, whatever. It's just more plastic. It's just more trash, bro. Okay. Alright, Snips. Get on out of here. Let's do this thing, and we're not going to do it on camera, because I don't want to battle this thing that much. You know what we could just do? Okay, he just slips right out. What am I talking about? Hold on. Okay. Just got him out of here. Also comes with a little... with the silica gel. Do not eat. Or as I call it, my snack for later. But do not eat that. It's just a joke. My snack for later. Okay. We're gonna get this up. This is all... Bro, this is all screwed up. It's all about this camera angle. It's messing with me. I'm gonna do... Also rotate this. So it's not... as much. It's like so... Okay, that's not too bad. All right. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay, of course that makes sense. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is already... Actually do kind of have to probably check first. See what's going on here. So it's a... I think this is a single jointed elbow based on what I'm feeling. Yes, okay. Very much so. Okay. All right, Mr. Kramer. Okay, we'll get him on camera now. I just have to kind of break him in for a second. Just get my eyes on him. He doesn't have... He not have... It looks like he should. Hold on. There, okay. Okay, okay. So here is our John Kramer. Oh my God. He is the whitest man in the world. I was concerned about that, honestly. Look at that. He is blowing out the camera like it is nothing. Oh my god. Really have to get like super close up, I guess, to get him to not do that. But there's our John Kramer. Honestly, likeness is pretty great overall. I feel like I can move his jacket down a little bit more if I wanted to, but there he is. Well, ever since like I start messing with it, kind of like it always gets kind of messed up. But sometimes that's also because of how it's packed in there, because it's kind of creased right there. But I guess we'll kind of see from here. But there he is. He's looking pretty good. See the details going on here. Has the kind of dirty blonde, kind of shaggy hair going on there. This thing can focus, and has like a little bit of like a brown highlighting at the front kind of edge of the hair. So very nice, very cool. And then have all your kind of like your skin details with all the wrinkles and everything in his face. And those kind of, yeah, kind of like those, yeah, those very bright blue eyes, but kind of sunken, but they look good though. And then, of course, the whole actual coat here, his whole kind of like his uniform that he wears, his robes, I guess you could say. And he has the high kind of collar. This actually has to come in more. There we go. That kind of looks a bit better. Yeah, but it has the kind of high collar with the red in the middle. It's kind of all black and red there. Has the red on the wrist, and then has the front kind of stitching there with the red too, and then some stitching around. Just some simple things, nothing really too much. Does also have red on the inside, and I think these are these wired or just very pliable? I think these are very thinly wired. Yeah, these are definitely wired. Okay. So very cool that you can actually get some dynamic kind of looks with these. So, yeah, so if you want him kind of like chasing someone down, you can have his, yeah, you can have his coattails kind of swinging in there. They don't really do it in the back. I don't think they put wires back there, but they put wires in the front, so kind of need it. You need something. And also at the also at the bottom? No. About like halfway, but it's mainly just here on the top part there that it has the actual wire work, but pretty good. And then comes packed in some two kind of like hands, or kind of like, I don't know if these would technically be called like grab hands or holding. Yeah, these are like grab hands. So some grabbing hands that are in that glove kind of texture, because he's wearing gloves during this time. And then, okay, we're going to get to, oh yeah, and then also before we move on, we do want to include the actual hood on there as well. So very nice. Of course, out of packaging at first, I think it's kind of sits a little more awkward, but if you can work with it, you might be able to make it work a bit more. Maybe if it's more so like that, if you kind of hold it down, but it's an all right hood. I just probably just won't ever display them with the hood up anyways. I don't really think of them like that. But not bad. And, it's accurate to what goes on in there. But we will take off his jacket here, because I think you can take it off. And that also includes... Okay, that actually comes out pretty easily. Other hand, yeah, that comes out pretty well. Not bad. So we'll take off his jacket. Well, his cloak, I would say. I would call it more of a cloak. Kind of get down to the basic actual figure. And yeah, I think he's really meant to display with the jacket on there. But, you know, like full on just kind of, yeah, just like your basic, like your black clothing, nothing very much really going on. Yeah, nice little silver at the shoes, but just a kind of like just a more casual, just whole black clothing wear, just a long sleeve thing. So if you give him the gloves, so he's just a guy in all black, including the hands. So this might be good, I guess, if you can find multiples of this, and you need, I guess, you could use this as like a base body. Oh yeah, okay, so they do like the double. Okay, so they do the double, but they do also the thing too. Yes. Is this the right? This is not the correct hand. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay. So there he is. John, thank you. But there he is in his all black costume going on there. Not looking too bad. It's kind of like a nice base body. It is kind of like a little, like, I would say, it looks kind of fit for him, but, you know, but he's not really in the greatest shape. He's still a little stocky. Can this please focus on this? Yes. Remove my hand. Balance it out. Yes, block that. So you can see this. Block the... Man, this camera is so weird, bro. I can't win with this. Not with this setup. Maybe it is just this. We'll turn this up and we're going to turn these off. Is that what's killing me? Oh. I think that's a little better. Let me know what y'all think. I'm trying to make sure my lighting looks decent. Just to show off as much as I can with these details. I think that's all right. But look at that. All black. Not too bad. But yeah, but then we'll go over his other accessories and then we'll get him all decked out. So first he comes with a set of fist hands. Just regular glove hands. And then a extra kind of special holding hand, which holds his little cassette tapes. So he's just got the one, it's in all silver plastic, but nice detailing and kind of sculpt work and paint work there with the little, like the reel going on there. Has that thing, has some buttons on this side, some plating, even has like a little paint bleed on the back, but you don't see that, but that is the one specifically for him to hold, which is great because he leaves these like just hanging around, telling you what to do. He's like, oh, do you want to die? And you're like, no, of course not. And he's like, well, you gotta do this. But it's not murder. Remember, it's like, I'm not technically murdering people. I'm just only kidnapping them against their will. And, putting them in scenarios that will, like, severely harm them and kind of ruin their life. Unless they don't survive. But it's all about morals, so it's okay. It's about morality, because I have cancer. Like, what? Man, this guy is a psychopath. I guess it just makes sense. Kind of want to try switching to the green light just for the vibes, just to try it. Yeah, it's that. Because then here's our green. It's not really what I'm looking for. You put in like a little bit of blue. That's kind of closer to what it usually is. Turn down the green. Yeah, turn on the red though. No, that's too much blue. So a little bit more red. See, that's okay. It just doesn't really show up here on camera though. The green isn't very apparent. It's not really with the scales here on this camera. And also because the lights are kind of bright, but there is a little bit closer. I don't know. Ugh. We'll turn these lights on again. Okay, I think we're just gonna put the red light back on. I think that's our best bet. Here's a little bit of a purple light, a little more of a pink. Is that going up? No, we want that to go down. So we want it to be red. Yeah. Change red, 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 red. All red. Thank you. So there he is. Back to square one. Okay. But then there's his reverse bear trap, so where you can put a person into this and it kind of destroys their head. Kind of blows it up technically, but you know, he used the styrofoam like as a thing. So it's kind of like, is that really how it would go? Maybe just like just tear apart your jaw, but it'd probably just kill you. Yeah, instantly. It's crazy. Oh yeah, because it goes like, yeah, because these are the spikes. So one's coming at your face, and then one is coming through your throat. So it's like, you're just dead. It's just weird. But yeah, really, really cool. Nice detailing and nice painting. It's like of that copperish kind of hue going on there, but very cool, and still has like the metal kind of showing through underneath. Looks great. Looks awesome. Love it. Could even put on John Kramer just for the funnies. No, not really meant for him. It makes sense. Maybe it'll work on the bald John Kramer. Look at this guy. He's got the little goatee. That's so crazy. I love that they included that. That's such a weird look for him. Also has his hidden blade thing here too, in all silver. Very nice. Has the little loop that goes around the wrist. Then we have the pig mask, the long hair. I don't know if this is technically supposed to be Amanda, or if this is just like what they always look like, because I think that this is what they always look like with the hair. I think it makes sense. But yeah, but got the ears, got the snout, got like the little sewn up areas of the face. Pretty crazy. And then of course, we have to do we have to clear the way for the real star of the show. And I know it's kind of ridiculous to kind of put him on his own pedestal kind of already. But man, ain't this little dude just fun? He's just so cool. Here, I'm gonna get him off camera so I can mess with him for a second to get him camera ready, because he's gonna be in this pose for the rest of his life. Probably never move from it. So we're going to get this right. All right. Here he is. Billy the Puppet. Look at him. Look at this cool dude in his ride. This guy is so sweet. Oh, did not want to do that. I'm actually make it a little brighter. See more details going on. But there he is in all his plastic glory. Maybe we'll get him a little more light because he is kind of hard to see. But there he is. Looking so good. I love that they have like little swirls. The eyes are kind of all goofy, but it makes sense. Has the hair. Has all the white. Well, kind of paint detail. Does have a nice little suit thing going on there with a lot of kind of like detailing and in the all black and with the white gloves connecting there and kind of, they do kind of protrude out. But I think that's by design. I think that is accurate to how Billy kind of looks in the movie. Because he also has it down there at the feet too, like little rods. But he has these little bedazzled little glitter shoes. So that's kind of funny. Then have the actual tricycle with the tires that move. Has the little base there as well. So nice texture and detailing. So very accurate. Very nice. Even has the little bell. Surprised he, yeah. Yeah, did he ever use it in the movies? I can't remember if he did or not. I think that he just cycled up and was just like, oh, all right, Billy, what is it this time? You want to play a game? All right, bro. Let's do it. All right. Yeah. Great looking thing. Billy can move you ahead. That's very nice. Look at this dude. This is the baddest dude around. You do not fuck with this dude. All right. Okay. I think we're gonna move Billy back a bit. Get the camera back up. Get this zoomed out a bit. Make room for everything. If he can, well, John can't fit, but to come out a bit, especially to kind of size him up. Them together. Use me. All right. We're going to get John Kramer in a good pose. We're going to get them all suited up, do something fun. Yeah, remember, he does have the double joints, but he just has the swivel. Oh, yeah. Also, for his articulation, I'll do that. So every hand is just a side-to-side swivel. Where's a good example? Okay. So his right grip hand is the same as all the rest. Go side to side from in to out. They don't go up and down. And then, of course, just rotate. But then for the rest of the figure, do have John Kramer. He does have a ball at the top of the head with a rod. Goes down to the neck. So he can get this much range just by that. And comes down. Kind of just forwards, but then you also have a ball down there at the bottom of the neck. So you can go forward just a bit. So he can look down, but he also can look really far up. Like he can like fully look up. That is insane for a figure like this. Can also do side to side. Other ones, kind of loop to loop, and full on rotation at the top of the head as well. Probably down at the neck, just some rotation there. The shoulder, hinge up not that far, not too bad. Come back down, a little tough, but not awful. You do have kind of a swivel at the top of the bicep. At the bicep that's right there. Kind of hard to see, but it's up there. It has a rod. Then have your double jointed elbow, which goes up about that far. Some great range there. And then at the torso, we have a kind of like a, I guess just like a cut, you could say, but it is another ball with a rod that goes down to another ball at the torso, like a mid-torso joint. So kind of leans forward about that far. At the up part, at the back, about that far, not too bad. Can tilt from side to side and has full-on rotation. And then at the lower torso, so all together, you can kind of go that far. All together and go back about that far, not too bad at all. Like, really, that is a lot. That's crazy. And then, of course, has rotation there as well. Then, at the thigh up here, you do have, where is that? There it is. So I'm trying to figure out what's my better way of doing this. I'm like all shaky. Hold on. We're going to hold this in the air. We're going to get really close so I can concentrate on what I'm doing and not hurt myself. All right. Here we do that right there. So you got your inner thigh. So there you have kick forward about that far. Kick back. Not too far out there. Out to the side. Essentially can do the splits, which is crazy for a Jigsaw. It can do better than some of those Spider-Mans. And those, yeah, and the X-Men. And all these guys. Even definitely better than some other NECAs, for sure. What the hey? That's crazy. But then you do have your single jointed knee, or your single hinge, I guess, there. And then your rotation there at the knee. Then you have a kind of like a rotation at the top of the shoe joint, but you can hinge back about that far, hinge forward about that far. And then you do have, is there a ankle rocker? There might be an ankle rocker. Yeah, okay, so there's definitely an ankle rocker, just that this one's kind of stiff. There we go. Yeah, so definitely ankle rocker, pivot, and then hinge back, which is a little tough on this one. This one's a bit there, so you get that much, and you get forwards that much, but this one has the rotation there as well. So pretty good. Great articulation, if I must say so myself. So we're going to get him all finished up. Get him in a good pose and get him in a good variety and kind of mess around with him. We're getting his I guess his cloak, his jacket. What do you call it? What did they say? Blade, you can say the... See, okay, so they don't mention the jacket as a separate thing. They're like, oh, you gotta keep that on. It's like, well, there's a whole other figure under this. Yeah, but under the clothing. But this still works. This still works very, very well. Okay, we're trying to get him all situated now. All right. Don't look too bad. He kind of reminds me, weirdly enough, I don't know how this is a connection to me. Well, I kind of get it. He kind of looks like he's a part of, oh man, I just dropped that. Where the heck did that go? It was like the coolest thing. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, he looks like he's like one of those guys, from Naruto. The like Itachi's crew. I forget. It's like where they have like the shark guy, and I think like Pain has this same kind of get up as well. I forget what their clan is called. Like these little like ninja dudes that have like the same kind of fit going on. Here, I gotta go extract an accessory. Oh, there it is. It's just right there in front of me. What am I doing? I thought it like went under the table. I had to go extract it, but no. It's just right here by my feet. Oh, all right. There we go. Get this guy over here. Okay. Do we want to do what's better? Is the open hand better for the hidden blade, or is the fist a better alternative? Because we haven't had a fist on yet. The fist ain't bad. I kind of like the fist. I think we're going to do the fist. I have decided. I have unanimously decided that we're going to put on this little wrist thing. Hopefully it actually fits. Where's his wrist knife? Okay, there it is. Because the wrist peg is like... also like just super in there. Can this cloth get around, please? Stop being in the way. I feel like it's kind of like pinched. Where is it? Okay, hold up. There it is, okay. Dropping that again, okay. So it's there. So I have to get that basically in there, and then I have to make it work. Oh, okay. Do him like that. He is a bit stiff, I must admit. Jacket does a bit of contorting, especially when you're kind of trying to get it to go a certain way, articulate more, but we got him in a good static pose. So there he is. Full on with the hidden blade. I know there's some raggedness there. And then with his little tape recorder in his hand. Oh. So I'll probably take off this wrist. Do I want to take it off? Okay, for now I'll keep it on there, because I do want to switch out the heads. Oh, find the camera strength. And we're going to switch on, okay, we're going to do the bald head first. And see if the trap can fit on there. But there he is. I think of him more as kind of like, this version is not wearing the cloaks, so I probably should have done that, but he still looks pretty good. I think he looks great. But then I think that this pose is kind of more, I think, apparent with the pig-headed head sculpt. Especially with the hidden blade thing going on here. Yeah, this makes this like a whole new kind of looking thing. It's like, oh, what the hell? This is a monster. And even have the hood for that too. Does that work? It does. It works okay. I do not want to mess with that really too much, but still really, really cool. I think that's actually pretty badass. Look at the little quarter to them. Pretty good. Oh yeah, then we'll see if that trap does work on the bald Kramer. It does. I mean, he fits, but it's not the best. I mean, the head will sit in there, but it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be straight. But you can get a head in there if you want to try. Some pretty good example there. All right. So that's with that. And then we're going to put the regular head on. And yeah. Oh, God. I think that's really it when it comes to our jigsaw. There we go. I think he's pretty great. I love the look. It's nice to have a I would say just like a more of like a more, I guess, more closer to human kind of like this guy's like he's just a straight yeah, like a psychopath compared to like most of my other collection, because most of them are either like just the heroes of the story or just straight up non-human bad guys. So there's nothing really that really like kind of like evil that's not just a straight up monster or demon kind of thing. In this thing, chill out, pick a lane. How about you both are on the same field? So it can just not choose. But yeah, there's our little setup here. So that's all of our little kind of things there. What the hey? Let's do. We'll put this over here. Billy. Put this head over here, and put the hands over there. There's our spread. All the accessories, everything on them. It looks great. Looks really good. That is way too bright. There we go. Looks great. Looks really good. Looks pretty nice. So yeah, pretty good. Really good. If anything, I would say I kind of wish that there was just wires all throughout the bottom of the actual, like the cloak here, and that maybe be a little bit easier to get the articulation kind of to work more in here. I probably would rather just have like a single hinge that you just kind of like cut pretty deep. Like I wouldn't mind that very much. But you know, I don't know. It just depends. I'll just have to see just in time how this grows. I'm just kind of worried that it's kind of like it's kind of grow old, but it looks great though. It looks great. I think it's like a perfect like a representation of the character and what he looks like, what the actor. What the actor, what the actor looks like in the film. It looks awesome. Looks great. Oh. Alrighty, so I think that is it for our unboxing, but they're just a great pair. I just love that Billy the Puppet just comes with him too. It's like, yeah, of course you gotta have Billy the Puppet. Why would you not? It's Billy the Puppet. But yeah, so we're gonna keep this out, but we're gonna move these other accessories out of here, because we will get on with our comparisons with the rest of the collection, and this should be okay for size. They might be kind of more taller even for him. Maybe we'll kind of zoom out even a little bit more just to give us more space. Kind of center this up. There we go. There's our dude. So yeah, do we want to do, here, we'll come up just a little bit further. Maybe just do it like this. Kind of like a collage kind of thing going on here instead of them all weird and spread out. Still giving some height there. I want to move my camera even further. What am I doing? See, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Just stay there. And it's not. Okay. So our first comparison, kind of gonna do just my straight up monsters first, because they're my favorites of the collection. And, yeah, they're front and center, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna grab them. And then we'll do kind of more kind of like human type character versions, but wanted to get kind of like the horror icons that he can stand aside along with on the shelf. So first, of course, in my technical opinion, in my personal opinion, and also, I guess, kind of technical, I think it makes sense, kind of just merchandising wise, but, well, there's also, okay, we'll see. But we got Michael Myers. This is the NECA, the first sequel. No, it was the Halloween, the 2018 movie, I think it was. I think it was 2018 when they brought in the reboot. So that's the 2018 body with the Halloween 2 head that doesn't have the bleeding eyes. It's just a regular mask. So he's just like my regular Michael, and then he has a ghost face bloody knife there. So kind of a mishmash, but gotta try stuff out, and I think it looks great. I think it looks amazing. And then also have our Jason Voorhees. This is being, I think this is the, what is it? I can't remember what it is. Like part 7? Like it's just number 7, like the 7th film or something. Where this is where I think he either, was this when he fought the girl with the telekinetic powers? Because what does his face look like underneath? If it's like all like, it's like if he's missing his face. Yeah, that's kind of how it was. I think that's him. Unless that's like, no, because that's not the, yeah, that's not the New York one, because he had a clean mask. More kind of there. But this is the much older. Kind of craziest thing. He is all beat up, but he is definitely like a zombie by now. He's just a supernatural being. Do we just want to... What is keeping back there? Ugh. Then comparing still with NECA, but then also with a Mezco. We have the Mezco Toys Leatherface, who's my main display. Yeah, my Leatherface, and the Ghostface. Still kind of, I think that these are more on the same level here. They're guys who got skills, who just plan out murdering people, but in very different ways. Yeah, these guys just stab people at parties. And then Jigsaw in the movies, creates these crazy traps and stuff. And it's always like a lineage. Yeah, when it comes to like Ghostface, there's always like a connection to someone personal. And I get it. It's the whole thing. I think they're still doing another one. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if that's canceled yet, but I guess we'll kind of see. But this Leatherface from Mezco is so good. I really got to do a picture of him at some point, because this figure is like perfect. I think it is way better compared to the NECA one. I think that this is my mind's eye of what this character looks like, even if he is a little bit smaller compared to the rest of the monster collection. I think he kind of blends in a bit. I just need to get that newer Ghostface, because this one is a old figure. I don't know if these are also the same. I think these are all different as well. Yeah, because this one, because this one actually has the thighs kind of out there too. So this is a whole different body. I think maybe maybe not the upper torso, but I can't really. Okay, yeah, the upper torso is all smooth, and then the arms might be the reuse, but I don't think they match. So it's a whole different sculpt under there. So way more basic. This is like super detailed, like an actual figure. And this one, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like it's meant to keep this on. You don't have an actual full-on undersuit there, but I think it looks kind of better now. He's got the iconic little knife there. I do kind of want to get two. Yeah, maybe I can keep this one as well. It's like I can get the new one. Yeah, the newest one. And then just keep this one behind him. Then I have my, my two ghost-faced from the first movie. I think they only had the one costume, though. I think that's like the whole thing. But I'm just like, two's not bad. I gotta represent both. Because there were two killers in the original movie. And they were played by two great actors. Matthew Lillard. Freaking Scooby-Doo, bro. And freaking, yeah, and I can't believe it's like freaking Springtrap. He's William Afton in FNAF. What the heck? And then you got Stu. Is that his name? I can't remember what his actual name. But the other, like the Ghostface actor, he's great. And he's, I think, rumored to be in the FNAF movie. Or like confirmed. Even though he can't really, I guess, technically say is what's been the thing. But, he's really cool. He's awesome. He's a great actor. He's very good in that first movie. He is like perfect as like kind of like he's like just super creepy. But that's just like the whole thing. It's like it's just all about it's all about like that killer instinct I think that he has. He's just kind of like just trying to be suspicious. And just working out. Just weird. It's a weird movie, but I love it. I love it so much. It works so well. Look at this. Oh. Sir, can you not? Okay. All right. So next, gonna do a couple little guys. Okay. And so this character, okay, I kind of see as the actual like embodiment of Halloween, as in like the spirit, but this like the murderous version. This is Sam from Trick or Treat. Look at that cute little dude. He has this little lollipop thing with his sack head, and then have the Trick or Treater, from Halloween 3, where they have this is one specifically the skeleton mask. I do have the pumpkin and the witch ones, but just wanted to show off just the one as just for a basic comparison, because I have a little cool Trick or Treat bag. So that's very nice, very cool. Wow, it really goes all that way, huh? Look at over there. But they look great. And just Sam looks amazing. Do we want to do... Okay. So that is like the one thing is like with those figures is that they really don't really want to work with standing up that well because they do not have ankles. Yeah, they don't have an ankle articulation. So it makes it hard for them to stand up. It's like you don't even get like a rotation, you just get a hinge. You do not get a side-to-side, which is insane. But I get what they're doing. They're trying to be kind of classic, but have the original kind of style of the older figures in a way, but at the same time, still doing that very stylized version of it. You have Sam from Trick or Treat. Looking cool. Looking awesome. You don't mess with Sam. Sam's the boy. He is that boy. You stay, please. You stay. Everyone stay. Okay. Okay, so this I'm kind of hesitant to show. I don't think I really want to show it because this is... Okay, so this is an accessory that comes from the... Okay, I don't think I'm going to show this. Because it's a little... It's a little much for camera. We're just going to do... Okay, so this is kind of like a... Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so this is from, the Predator movie. And this is, this is from the... No, this is from the Predator movie accessory set, where he got one of the guys that, that was hunting him, and you know, he had him on a tree, and he has knives, and he was like, oh, skin. All right, give me that. And this is the result. We're just going to show this. Yeah, we're not going to show the rest of this because it gets kind of a lot. But he's there. It's a lot. I don't really want to show that because that's a lot of innards and stuff. And I was like, ugh. Yeah, I don't want this thing to get flagged. I don't want to go that far. But it's very nice detailing. A lot of muscle, definition. It's very interesting. I also did get him. Here, we'll show off this. Did give him some little hang action there. So he's actually like displayed up on the thing there. So, but he's not going to be staying for now. Sorry, y'all. It works with Saw. It's very graphic, but I don't want this to get really too crazy with that, because I know they're kind of sensitive about that kind of level of stuff on YouTube. And I don't want to get like flagged or anything, because this is Saw, so it kind of it kind of goes above and beyond. But getting over to our more human characters and our more specific kind of like main heroes, kind of other icons of horror. Of course, we have Jamie Lee Curtis's, this is, what's her name? What? What am I blanking? The girl from Halloween. It's not Loomis. That's Dr. Loomis. What's your name? You're Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, what's your thing? Because you got Michael Myers. And it's, because there's Annie. Or Andy. Or someone. Like that. Because they have like the brunette girl. I remember her. I don't know their names. It'll come to me. Because I know it. It's in the back of my brain, but I just can't extract it right now. But then there's Kurt Russell. I actually never remember his name either. But he's great. I love The Thing. It's a great movie, and I love this little accessory here. Sorry that I am brain dead when it comes to actual character names. I'm just like, Kurt Russell. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like on the tip of my tongue, especially with Jamie. Come on. I need to figure out these names without Google. Come on, brain, you gotta work. What is that? It's really bugging me that I don't know their names. Oh, do we just want to move on? Okay. Okay, so they'll come to me. Why do I keep thinking about Loomis? I keep thinking, like, Henry. What? Where does Henry come from? I don't know. Yeah, my brain's just not going. Okay. I'll get to it. Oh, wait. Well, okay. Yeah, so they would be a Myers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you got Michael Myers, because he's there. So, what's her name? Laurie Strode. It's Laurie Strode, right? That sounds right. I think that's right. Maybe. I have no idea. And I'm not going to Google it. But now we're going to move on. Okay, we're going to do 3 figures next, because these are a part of one specific franchise. And just to show off more kind of human-type characters. First we have, from Terminator 2, we have the T-1000. He's just like, he's like just a regular cop on my shelf. But he's great. A little older, but not too bad at all. But then we have our main female protagonist from Terminator 2 as well. I can't remember her name. Also, too bad. I'm sorry. And you're great. I can't remember your name, but you're in Peacemaker now. And bro, you're so good. He's just a great actor, and he looks like an actual great guy, because, you know, he's not one of those. He's not one of, you know, those guys that he portrays on Peacemaker in real life. He's actually a good person. But yeah, and then there's the kid, too. Just kind of just human characters, just variety. Even do, just for comparison, do that. If we wanted, his head is kind of, he's like, what the heck? See, that's kind of cool. And it kind of goes with the first film, I guess, because he did specifically kill a lot of police officers in the film. Also do we want to do Jamie Lee Curtis? Can it even fit? I want to be careful because I don't want to break these glasses. How about we take off the glasses and then we try? Oh, imagine that. It's like if you took away like your glasses too. You just can't see. It's alright. Doesn't fit really that well. And I don't want to scuff this paint any more than I have. Alright. There she is, and there they are. They all look great. They're pretty neat. I need to actually get an Arnold, like a Schwarzenegger figure at some point. I need to just get a really good one. I've just been not getting one. I'm kind of just been like waiting like to get like a NECA one, because it would make sense, yeah, just to finish this with the NECA. But I'm like, I just have like no desire for really Terminator that much. It's like these I got because I got them kind of like, it's like I know I got him because I was like, well, I'm not missing out on that, because he's a great looking figure and has a lot of cool accessories. And then, you know, and then they had this 2-pack, and I was like, well, I would like to have these 2 characters because they would go with him and they look cool, and I think that they were on clearance as well. So I was like, I'm getting it. Or were they on clearance? I might have just bought them. It was just like an impulse buy. I was like, oh, these look pretty neat. I think I've seen these before. I haven't seen these in person before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. It's probably what I did. Oh. So I think we'll put these. Yeah, we'll put these ones all together. Everyone kind of has a weird standing poses, but you know what? We're making it through. Can I? No, we'll just turn it down. Let's turn this one down. There we go. That's a bit better. Want a break? What time is it? 8:18. We've only been going for an hour and 42 minutes. Making some good time. Really going through. We're just chilling out today. We're taking our sweet time. Do we want to do? I have a few options. I think first. Do I want to? Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. First, I am gonna do some turtle stuff. We'll do another 3. Some more NECA figures. So we'll have Casey. We'll have April. This one is the 2-pack from the farmhouse. And we'll have Kino. Kind of your more human characters. Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna do them. Yeah, just to throw it out there. Here it is with Donatello. Here, Kino. Sorry. But there we go. Look at those guys. You never thought that you would ever see this pairing. But here it is. It's insane. That sounds like a kind of a better angle anyways. But those look pretty good together, honestly. They all look pretty fun. Just kind of like different kind of like fidelities of like how all their skin tones match up. I think that the Terminator 2-pack is kind of closer to what this John Kramer is doing here. Do we just want to put Donnie in the middle? Well, he's here. Donnie, be my guest, bro. But look at Kino, though. Oh, this is the convention exclusive. He's pretty good. He's been on his little, like his moped thing. It's cool. I like it. And he's great. I love the Kino. There's Kino there. He looks great, honestly. He's like one of like the most like kind of like unique characters that I really have in the collection. Kind of still want to get like the one the redhead kid, from the first movie, but it's like, man, the prices on that stuff, I'm like, What y'all do? It's just a kid, bro. He ain't that much. Is he? I don't think he is. Alright. Then, okay, yeah, we're going to do this to fill out that area. And then we're going to compare them with two of our, like our Marvel Legends. Should I have done? Is there anything else I could have done? I'm just making sure. I think we're fine for now. Kind of like, okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure I don't want any more comparisons besides these. Yeah, this will be fine. All right. So we got two, the Marvel Legends figures. One is a MCU and one is a comic. They are the same character and kind of human. So this is the J. Jonah Jamesons, and wow, do they look absolutely tiny next to this guy. They are like the size of Kino, if you can see that there. They are very small. They do not work at all for this scale at all. Even if, even if like they're more realistic or more cartoonish, even like the same characters, it just doesn't work. I don't think they're going to be staying on the table, if I'll be honest. All right, and so then our next set, and our last set of figures that we'll be looking at is some McFarlane Toys. Season 1 of Stranger Things figures. I don't really have that many of the new ones. I think, have one. And some other ones I don't have, but got, I think his name is Doc or something. He's just like the cop who goes to like that prison or something. And that's the girl that gets upside down. She freaking dies. And we're like, what? What just happened? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what happens. Not too bad. Can you hear those? I'm like stretching. Making sure I'm getting my body limbered up so I'm not all tensed up like I am all the time. We'll get her here. Okay. She also doesn't really stand that well. Okay. She kind of looks like a Velma type. Like, And there's the cop there, just over there in the corner. And then we got our last two comparisons. Two other Stranger Things figures. The two boys. Oh, he dropped his thing. They don't stand very well. They are not really meant to be that much of standards. They have to, or really movers, if I should say. They are meant to just stand there, kind of be as perfect as you can get them. This one is nearly impossible. Even with his little accessory here. He can't even like move his arm up. He can barely move it. And there it goes into the ether. Oh. there. It doesn't even really look like them that much, if I'll be honest. Well, maybe it does. Well, now, like, more so, because they're, like, adults now. But there's the kid. But he's pretty cool. He stands kind of funny. Because he's an old figure. Oh. Maybe we'll do... It kind of doesn't... He just looks like just a regular kid. He's not even like a specific kid. It's like, yeah, this is like just like your generic child. He's got the hat. He's got the backpack. He's got the jacket with the shirt. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, with a nerd shirt. Can this, like, center up? It's like he wants to be at an angle at all times. He's always, like, leaning left. I have to, like, kick his leg to the right. I literally can't move this because it's so tight on there, so I can't even, like, do nothing about it. And center it up there. Just don't touch it. And this kid go over here. He's got a pipe, but he's cool. He's awesome. All right. So I think that is it for our stream. Do I want to kind of size everyone up? I think I'm all right. I think this is fine. I don't think anyone wants to get too close. So, to our Jigsaw here, and in that case, even to little old Johnny there. Here we'll go. Sorry, we're gonna... I just have to be more uniform. Okay. There we go. That feels more better. Yeah. Yeah, so there's our new Jigsaw. Where are we coming? Just a bit. And we'll get a full picture later, but this is... Oh, Billy! Are you okay? Do you want to play a game? No. Do you need puppet attention? Do you need to be a fixin'? Do you need medical attention? As a puppet. No. All right. How do I get out of this trap? All right. But overall, an amazing figure. Looks great. Feels pretty good. It's a full, like, actual figure underneath all of that cloak. But, like, super well done. Very cool. Very nice. Yeah, but love the reverse bear trap accessories. Love the pig mask accessory there. And also having the alternate head there as well. So yeah, pretty good, pretty nice, an awesome figure. A nice one to add to my horror collection, as y'all can see. Well, to the mainly NECA, but you know, not to the turtles. The turtles have their own section. Yeah, the NECA turtles, they always do. It's turtles. There's never enough sections. There's never enough versions of them that I need to get. There's never enough. I'm still like thinking of more now that I can now get. I'm like, oh yeah, that would look good on a display. That would look right here. The real estate is really kicking up. It's still kind of, it's something. Yeah. I guess anyone here has any questions or has any discussion points about this figure, or, if you want to talk about any figure, be sure to sound off in the comments below, or, just ask me some questions, or if you want to suggest anything for the channel or your thoughts on the videos at all. So I really appreciate it. Give this a video like, subscribe, of course. Subscribe. Can you subscribe, please? I want to get to like 500 by the end of the year, as I've been mentioning. I think that's where I'm going to. It would be cool. I don't think I'm going to like maybe get there. Shooting for like, I don't know, another like 30 or 40 would be nice. That'd be nice. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm just trying to like just hone in and do as much as I can, because I love doing these streams, especially kind of like last week's and then this one too. I just like, it's just a whole different vibe. It's like it's starting to kind of like form a little bit differently now, and I'm really enjoying it, y'all. So yeah. Anything else? Oh yeah. Again, shout out to my pickup places. Again, to Bearded Skull Studios. Well, let me show that again. Who made the little things there, made the stickers at the end that go onto the McFarlane Toys the Superman robots. Because I got 2 of them, so I can use this sticker set to change the thing on that one robot, but I can get more now. It's an excuse. And then shout out to my local comic book shop, Rocket Comics. Always got some bangers, doing so good. Got some Joes, Roadblock specifically, and then got the retro-carded Iron Man Whiplash, the Marvel Legends. So it's great. There's more stuff. There's always more. It never ends. There's never enough. At least so far. There's a lot. There's a lot in the corner right now. I'm buying stuff, but we're just doing our thing. We're just living. We're living it up. So we'll see what goes down. So yeah. Again, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Check out the Instagram. Justin the Zilla. Same name as this. Also a link in the description and also on the actual channel. I think in the bio, I think I have it there as well. So check that out, because I do have some pictures and more videos out there. So check it out. I really appreciate all the support. I want to get to like, also maybe want to get a 5K on there too, because I'm at 4,000 something and like 400. So doing all the work makes sense. Even if, apologies if I don't respond to comments. I'm just kind of tepid at this point. I just haven't had time to really be on a lot of the time. It's like I try to engage, but I don't really post, and I don't really go onto my own account that much. I'm looking at other stuff, but it's like I'm kind of going on and off, on and off. I'm like, it's like I'm looking because I'm getting info, and then people are talking to me, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna move on. But I'm trying to be better with it. I'm trying to lock in, y'all. Be engagement as much as I'm able to, or as much as I'm kind of comfortable with doing right now. So yeah. Anything else? Check out all the other streams and the videos. And subscribe. Okay, so we're at my 2-hour mark. So that's where I want to get at. All right. So y'all have a good night. See ya next Friday. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I got ideas, but we can see what goes on. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Be cool. Be you. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.